So as I was laying in bed on Saturday morning thinking about what I was going to do with my day, I thought to myself, I think I'm going to go to New Mexico. And so I did. Okay, so that's not quite how that happened. Hello and welcome, my name is Eric and today is Tuesday. Well, actually today is Saturday, but I will be uploading the video on Tuesday. I did almost spontaneously go to New Mexico on Monday, but then I was talking to my friend Tyler about it and we decided to go today. So here is our journey to New Mexico. Or perhaps more accurately, here's what we saw in New Mexico. I'd never been to New Mexico before, and I figured I would just head across the border and then turn around and head straight back to Colorado. But then I discovered that the Rio Grande del Norte National Monument was just across the border. I'm not entirely sure why it's a national monument instead of a national park, but that's where we headed. I thought we would maybe try hiking down to the river, but then this is what my shoes looked like after the 30-foot walk from the parking lot to the trailhead, so we decided not to do that. As I was filming this video looking down into the canyon, I was thinking about how much of our lives we spend looking through a camera lens. So often we'll take videos or pictures at an event instead of just living and experiencing that event. On top of that, as I was filming, I knew that the camera's ability to capture the beauty of the scenery paled in comparison to what I was actually seeing and experiencing. This was the first time I'd been to this part of the world, and it was amazing to see the canyons that the two rivers that met up here had cut. But looking at the camera screen as I was filming, I knew that the video would never be able to do justice to what I was seeing. I hadn't filmed anything on our trip down, in part because I was driving, but also in part because I knew I wouldn't be able to fully capture what I was seeing and experiencing for the first time as we drove towards the National Monument. Instead, I settled for filming some of our trip back while we still had sunlight. This experience had been a bit of a reality check for me in terms of how much of my life I wanted to film and how much I just wanted to experience life without a camera. This is an aspect of my life that I actually have a fair amount of control over, and so there will be a lot of times where I won't be filming experiences that I have. I did, after all, experience much more in a 10-hour trip than this 2.5-minute video could show. And so I end this video with that thought. There is so much more life to be lived and beauty to be seen than can be experienced through the lens of a camera. Some things can be shared, and some things will be shared, but a lot of things will just be for me or for the people that I'm experiencing life with. Overall, this was a good trip and a good experience, and I'm glad I could share some of it with you. I'll see you on Friday.